Ryan News. I'm Kanika and here are some top stories you won't want to miss. South Africa's crucial political crossroads, South Africa's urgent support plans for exporters amid US tariffs, and an unfortunate start for the Proteas on the cricket field. Let's dive right into our first story. South Africa is gearing up for a major national conversation on its future. Mehek is with us reporting live from UNISA. Over to you, Mehek.
Thank you. From 15 to 17th August 2025, South Africa will host a first national convention at UNISA in Pretoria. This marks the launch of a people-led national dialogue aimed at shaping a new social compact to address inequality, poverty and unemployment. Meanwhile, the political landscape remains tense. President Cyril Ramaphosa faces mounting pressure at home and abroad. Economic stagnation, high unemployment, friction with the United States, especially over tariffs and foreign policy, and internal debates within the ANC over leadership and reform ahead of the 2027 elections. Observers describe this as a pivotal moment for his presidency.
Thank you, Mehek. Up next, South Africa is moving swiftly to counter the impact of significant 30% US tariff on its exports. People foresee a potential state of mass unemployment severely affecting the lives of many. We have Anubhav live from JSE joining us with the details.
South Africa is rolling out support measures to cushion the impact of 30% US tariffs on its export. The government is preparing a range of interventions, including financial support facilities, block exceptions from part of the Competition Act, and an export support desk to help firms find new markets and preserve jobs. These measures aim to ease the anticipated economic strains and job losses.
Now for the sports highlight. South Africa remains active on multiple fronts, from international cricket to MMA. Let's hear the latest updates from Tamanna.
Thank you. Starting with cricket, South Africa is currently touring Australia for a 6-match white ball series, including 3 T20 internationals and 3 ODIs, scheduled between August 10 and 24. In the first T20 International in Darwin, Australia claimed a 17-run victory despite a strong innings of 71 from Ryan Rickelton. Tim David's explosive 83 helped Australia post 178, while Kagiso Rabada made history by surpassing Alan Dorrell's record during the match.
Thank you, Tamanna. Now, cricket's not all that we have. In MMA, the second PFL Africa event took place in Johannesburg on August 9th, delivering a knockout of the year candidate. Debutant Dwight Joseph stunned the crowd with a flying knee knockout to advance in the tournament. Here's the video.
Possibly could be it. Oh, massive spinning back heel from Wilkins. Oh, it's a back up! What a knockout from Dwight Joseph! Absolutely hellacious walk-off knockout!
Moving on to our next segment, which takes us to the weather desk. Here's Moksh with the details.
Hi, I'm Moksh, and you're watching the weather segment. In August, South Africa tends to see moderate temperatures with daytime highs averaging between 11 and 17 degrees Celsius and occasional rain on roughly 3 to 8 days across the month. That means you might just need an umbrella, but only to remind yourself you own one. Overall, the weather is generally dry with comfortable humidity, making it a pleasant winter month in many regions, especially for those who prefer cooler days and perfect excuse for an extra cup of hot chocolate.
That's all for today's headlines. We'll meet again soon, but till then, let's hope for a promising win for Proteas in their next match. I'm Kanika. Thank you for joining us on Ryan News.